fight like that.
Procedure here?
Whack, like one of the wackest things I've ever seen. Like the DJs were whack, artists were whack, like everyone was just whack, like it was just dead. Obviously if it was us, you know what would have happened, like it would have turned up, we would have came with our DJs, you get me, our mic man and everything like that, and you know what happens when we, huh? Yeah. Like I swear down, it's the last time I ever go to see any of them guys again, rubbish from.
Champion!
Hold it.
Look how the fuck is back. The original gold teeth, back teeth without the gold teeth. Don't wear no breed, only boxer short.
Sounds of the surf. All the same old shit.
It's the return of the block shot. Never barrel when I bust no one cut. When we pop off, we now bust one shot. 2 shot, 3 shot, be a shot, cause a bad boy, I mean that. Them can't never take bad boy for idiot. How them a try see them about it up when them mouthpiece favor got it back. Play me low, DJ, chop it up. Rock shot, every rhythm, rock it up. Ask the DJ if me I mash it up. This flow is mine, lock it up. Will you put money, me and me, fuck it up. Me and me rocket launcher, but me lock it up. Don't make me a physic. Top, what them call me, top. Pull up your hand and say top. Everybody ball out, top. Pull up your hand and say top. What them call me, top.
Be a shot, no shot, Teddy Brook shot. Well on, rhythm just bust, so they must put me on. Top of the list, get the gist, so it go on. Murder the beat in a Z non-stop. 999, them a call Babylon. Hide up in rhythm when everybody done. Left beer victim, enough of them a run. Draw for the cycle, draw for the sun. We all the title, straight fire bun. Enough of them can't carry where I'm from. Is it Jamaica or England? Rolling with the thugs, them and Lengman. Draw for the Mac and the too long. Max and Barrows is where I'm from. 45 spinners is where I'm from. All medicine is where I'm from. Killers and winners is where I'm from.
Come out, support my girl, LadyChann. Make sure y'all tune in. This is the champ, Alycia Baumgardner, coming through. Yeah. Yeah, her confidence was low. You know, I think she already lost the fight in her head. So that just, you know, fueled me even more, knowing that I would beat.
Yeah, that was wild. And then, okay, so let's talk about, so then you fought. When did you stop her? In the fourth round?
Fourth round.
Yeah, you stopped her in the 4th round. So what did you gauge once the first round happened? What was your sense? Did you think, right, I'm gonna go for a knockout, a stoppage, or did you have it in your head this is gonna go the distance? Or how did you gauge the first round? Because I already thought she was beat from round 1 as well. Then, personally,
yeah. Know that I'm the better fighter. I'm the stronger fighter. And that was already shown from round 1 to round 4. And Terry walked right into my right hand. So again, it was always levels, but again, I'm more experienced than you. So
yeah,
that played out the way it did.
And then we roll on to the 4th round, and shouts out to that ref. That ref saved her life. Look, if that ref never jumped in because you was trying to, did you realize that she was out on her feet?
Listen, my job is to finish you. So regardless, she was out on her feet. I had to finish you because that's my job. So
yeah,
you know.
Yeah. But did you realize, because she was kind of at an angle where we didn't even realize, we was like, yo, what's she doing?
Listen, just so quick. I stunned her so hard, and then again, you have to finish. So that's exactly what I went in to do. Yeah,
the ref was like, no. She needs to see another day to be able to fight. Like the ref, what was the ref's name? It's quite a well-known ref. Do you remember his name? No, I forget. But yeah, shouts out to him though. And yeah, she turned into a fucking statue. I saw that happen. I put that as one of my KOs of the year, by the way. That had to go down as KO of the year, in my opinion. I saw that happen when it was with Charles Martin and Luis Ortiz. And Luis Ortiz stopped Charles Martin. He turned into a fucking statue as well. What is this? It's like some spells, like everyone's, you know, like some magic spells that are going on there. People's turning into statues. I fucking think it's wicked. But yeah, so you turned her into a statue. She was totally devastated. She lost her belt. Did you pick up the IBO and the WBC off her?
I did.
Yeah. So one foul swoop. Because the IBO isn't considered a major belt, to me, I still consider it that. Would you? I could still consider that you're unified.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, there's history behind it. So again, people can have their own opinion, but at the end of the day, I'm a world champion. So that's all that matters.
You don't play, do you? you don't play. You're like limited patience in the building. Yeah. You're world champion, and then off of that, you got signed by Matchroom. Like Eddie Hearn did a Don King. He came in with the champ. The champ lost, and he was like, "Yeah, we're signing this one over here." Was that something? Because I know that reading up on you that you was on the verge of kind of like willing to quit boxing because of didn't really think that, you know, where you wanted to go, that you was going. Could you just talk to us about that?
I never wanted to quit boxing, so I don't know where you read that at, but that was
I read that.
That's crazy. That was never the case. I just knew, no, absolutely not. That's weird. But no, I mean, I was victorious that night. Eddie Hearn's a smart businessman, so again, he knows they know quality when they see it. And that's exactly what he did. So here we go.
Shouts out to the fake news.
Right.
Fake news. They was like, yeah, Alycia was going to quit because she didn't want to. I can't specify who it was, but I read a lot of you know, writers and stuff, and that's what they were saying. Okay, yeah, and Eddie Hearn is a smart businessman. How are you finding it over there in Matchroom? What's your long-term goal? What do you want to achieve? Undisputed. You're at 130. Have you fought as high as 47?
Yeah, in the amateurs I have. But,
okay, so in the amateurs 47, and really you equate to 140, kind of like, but you fight at 130.
Yeah.
Now. Terry Harper went up to 135 because she said she was weight drained. What's your where do you find it comfortable to fight? 130, 135, 140?
Honestly, 130 and to up. Like I'm comfortable. I don't have an issue making weight. That's not a problem for me. So anyway, I'm comfortable.
What's your height?
I'm 5'6".
Oh, we're the same. Yeah. 5'6". Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I'm 135. I weigh about 135. But you know, you get days where I had the flu. Girl, that flu nearly killed me.
I'm sure.
No, I had COVID in December, right? And COVID last 12 days. I could deal with it. It wasn't the nicest, but it did what it's doing. This flu, this is the only second time I've appeared like online since I first spoke to you, and that was like weeks ago. It had me out, turned into a chest infection. They were scared that it was pneumonia. They amped me up to some like high dosage of antibiotics. They was like, if it don't work, you're going to have to go to the hospital because it's borderline pneumonia. Bad, man. Flu's bad. Yeah, flu's bad. Usually I have a flu shot. That's why. And I don't usually get the flu, but I skipped out. But so you're cool for anywhere to be. So where's your plan on this? So you fought again after Terry Harper. Forgive me. What was the girl's name? You went the distance with that girl.
Yeah, I thought Matisse.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. Louis Matisse's sister. Yeah, that's right. I was like, because you spoilt me now. Now every time I see you fight, I want a stoppage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I was like, obviously it was a good. She's a good fighter. She comes from stock. But what was it that you went the distance with her and?
This is boxing. Boxing, you're not always going to get a knockout. What I gained from that fight was experience with the veteran fighter who's never been stopped in her career. So for me, it's honestly to get the rounds in, to pitch a shutout, and to, you know, just simply dominate. That was that I can go the distance in that. So you know, people had, you know, high hopes of a knockout, but sometimes that doesn't come, and I'm not. If you force it, it's going to look forced. So
yeah, and then you might end up getting knocked out when you try to force a knockout. Do you know what I mean? You may slip up on something and then you get, you know, slip and get knocked out. Yeah, it was a good fight. It It was definitely a good fight. But yeah, she's never been stopped before, and you did shut her out. I'm not sure if I gave her a round, to be honest. I don't think I gave her a round in that fight. Yeah, no, not that. I didn't score it, but on the eye test, I didn't think, she's won that round. I didn't see that. But yeah. So next on the agenda, so are you on the road to undisputed, basically?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so your next fight, oh God, this next woman just gets on my nerves. Maya. What does she have? What does she have? The WBA?
Listen, she has belts that I want.
WBA, and I think she has the she's got 2 belts, right?
Listen, the belts she got is the belts I want. I don't even care. Whatever
you don't even care what name they are. You're like, they're my belts, bitch. They're mine. What is so where does this bad blood, I can see a super chat. Was that earlier in your career?
Yeah, that was earlier in my career.
Mm-hmm. And who was it again? Sorry, I did remember. I'm not that well versed on women's boxing. I'm getting more and more into it. Who was that against?
It was against Christina. Her name's Christina Luna.
Oh, okay. And was that on the points?
It was a split decision.
Oh, and how did you feel about that? Because split decisions could sometimes go either way. Did you feel?
Yeah, I thought I would. But again, it is what it is. The decision was made. So, yeah.
Would you rematch her? Is she about still? Sorry for my ignorance. I have no clue.
Always be an option.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, all right. So you started boxing at 8. You fought how many amateur fights have you had? Did you have?
165 amateur fights.
And how many losses out of those?
Probably like 10 or 11, something like that.
Oh, that's really good. So with the amateurs, who have you seen that you faced in the amateurs that we would know now?
I couldn't even tell you that because
it's all changed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like Troy but you're do you know what? You're young. You're younger, like, to them, because a lot of the women, a lot of the birds, they're a lot older than you.
Right.
I know a lot of I say birds, you've got to get with this British slang, sorry. A lot of the women, they're like, some of them are like 8, 9, 10. I saw one bird fighting in Japan and she was 50.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, that's wild. But yeah, so maybe, because of your age as well, they would have gone. You would probably have maybe faced them. And some of the birds, some of them didn't have amateurs as well. Not as extensive as yours as well. So
right.
I could get why that's been glossed over. Okay, so right. So you're gonna fight September the 10th. That is gonna be in. Is that gonna be in? Oh yeah, hang on. We're having it here because I was wondering if they was going to have it in Newcastle or London, but it's going to be in London.
Correct.
Yeah, because Claressa was like, no, it's got to be in London, which is the better venue. What's your prediction with that? Who do you predict to win that fight?
I'm definitely rooting for Claressa, but again, it's a 50-50 fight. Boxing's 50-50. Who's going to be the best fighter that night? Who's going to have the best training camp? Going to come in strong? Boxing's 50-50 to me. But again, we're rooting for Claressa in that fight.
Yeah. Me personally, obviously I haven't really got a dog in the race. Like, I'm not American and okay, I'm British, but lest we even separate that. I'm from London. Savannah Marshall's from like up north, like 4 hours away. Okay, yeah, she's British, but just looking at skill for skill, Savannah Marshall is a beast.
Yeah, I mean, they're both great fighters. Savannah has power. Claressa has technique. Power. Mm-hmm. But again, that showed in the fight with me. If you have power and you land that perfect shot, that can end the fight. So again, I think that she needs to possess another part of herself, and I think that she wants to get the knockout.
She does, but I don't understand how, because she's only got 2 knockouts on her resume.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
One of those things is unpredictable.
Yeah.
You never know how your opponent is. So everything is just making the adjustment and that nice power punch.
Can you train for power? You've either got it or you ain't, or can you, like, we saw Tyson Fury didn't have none, and then all of a sudden he had some. He went with Kronk power.
I think it comes with, I mean, when you're naturally powerful, that's one thing, and that's a plus. But you know, you either got it or you don't. I think. So it's just one of those things.
Yeah. We've got a super chat and we've got a question.
Well on Teddy Brook shot, me at the re-top a top. Holy a killer, me never stop. Any boy diss me, a gunshot a pop. After that boy, I go know 1 o'clock. When uno mama fi run out a frock, and uno papa fi run out a shop. Uno brother fi run out a flat. Don't me tell them about 9 o'clock when you and your friend them can't find no glove. Me have a brand new machine and it just remap. Big up the shot of them, we know about that. There ain't nobody that can hold me back. I'm the wickedest you will, not ear pan track. Don't know so I'm the hot topic. Or the killer, so stop it. Anytime I put out my killing time CD, boy better go online and copy.
Real money make a bad boy scene. Top. Bumbo clocks. No make me have a pop off scene. Top. Champion. Top. What them call me? Top. Pull up your hands there. Top. Everybody ball out. Top. Pull up your hands there. Top. What them call me? Top. Everybody ball out. Top.